here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
Now finally the whole class, everybody's here. Finally, Cam, he signed his rookie deal. Cool, right? So all of the guys are signed, the whole rookie class is signed, but we do not have, a ton of cap space left, right? And, according to Spot Track. Now, there's a good chance, once again, if I go to Over the Cap, they got one number. I go to Spot Track, they got another, So I always go to Spot Track because I can, read the numbers a little bit better. That's the only reason why I go there. But I don't think we have enough money to feel good about making it through the season, especially when you're talking New York Giants and injuries, because they kind of go hand in hand, right? So you got a lot of injuries. That's when the guys on the practice squad come up and go down, come up and go down, and then you got after you elevate the guys on the practice squad so many times, you got to start paying them, paycheck, game checks and all that stuff and everything. So you need some money to make it through the season, and the Giants don't have a ton of money left. But finally, all right, we got Cam, right? Skattebo signs rookie contract. The 2025 draft class is now complete. Thank goodness, right? I mean, it's always nice. I mean, everybody signs. Yeah, there's nobody holding out, or nobody. You don't hear anything like that. And maybe everybody's. Of course, everybody wants more money and all that, right? But you don't really hear anything from Dexter Lawrence wants to renew his contract or nothing like that. So and so's holding out, or I don't have any of that, which is nice. Because when you're a 3-win team the year before, you can use all the good news and good fortune you can get. So Cam Skattebo, a 4th-round selection, the 105th overall in the 2025 NFL Draft, signed his rookie contract on Wednesday as the Giants wrapped up minicamp at the Quest Diagnostics Training Center. The Arizona State product is the 7th and final member of the draft class, joining Mr. Carter, Mr. Dart, Mr. Alexander, Marcus Mbow, Thomas Fidone, and Korie Black. And they got some stuff here on Mr. Skattebo. He was drafted after setting the Sun Devils single-season record with 1,711 rushing yards, 2,316 scrimmage yards, 21 rushing touchdowns. He averaged 178.2 scrimmage yards per game last season, trailing only Ashton Jeanty, who was selected 6th overall by the Raiders. In his final collegiate game, that was a Skattebo bowl. Let me tell you right there. My goodness. He did everything. He received passes, he threw passes, and he ran the ball. He was a madman. Skattebo became the first player since 2007 to be named Peach Bowl Offensive MVP for a losing team. Arizona State lost a double overtime thriller. That was a good game. That was a very exciting game to Texas in the college football playoff quarterfinal. But Skattebo willed his team to the end with 30 carries, 143 yards, and 2 touchdowns, in addition to 8 catches for 99 yards. I mean, he also threw a 42-yard touchdown pass as a part of a 16-point fourth quarter to force overtime. Now, there was the one reception he had down the sideline. I don't remember what quarter it was, whatever, but it was down the sideline. So we're going this way down the left sideline. And the guy from Texas, I mean, he caught it, whatever he run. The guy from Texas, Skattebo was nailing him like with an arm, right? And the dude from Texas just takes his face mask and basically rips his freaking head off. That's the only way Skattebo. I don't think the guy could have tackled him, unless he just took his head. And by the time Skattebo was on the ground, the dude ripped his helmet off. So I mean, I don't know if the guy was going to tackle him. I think that was the only way he could have tackled him. Pull him down by the face mask. He'll be interesting to see. I mean, because I'm not saying he's going to be a Saquon, where he's going to be jumping over people, or maybe a Brandon Jacobs where he runs everybody over or something like that. But he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to make some contact, right? And then he's going to break away because they're not wrapping up. He gets so low to the ground, all that stuff. Right? So he's going to be very interesting to see, right? Very, very interesting to see. Skattebo was the first FBS player to record 1,700 plus rushing yards, 500 plus receiving yards in a season since Christian McCaffrey in 2015. He was also the only FBS player with 1,000 rushing yards, 600 receiving yards in 2024. The only one. So Jeanty, obviously, the dude's just a freaking maniac, but he was a running guy, right? Which, the way he runs, you just hand the man the ball. Why send him out and throw the ball to him when you can just turn around and just hand it to him? I'd do the same thing too. But Skattebo can catch the ball. So that's another one, real fantastic thing, right? Especially as far as one athletes and all that, right? Tracy, former wide receiver, can catch the football. Skattebo, catch the football, right? Skattebo, who was a finalist for the Paul Hornung Award as the nation's most versatile player in 2023. His first season with the Sun Devils after transferring from Sacramento State. He was the only player to record a touchdown pass, a rushing touchdown, a receiving touchdown, and a punt attempt in 2023. The dude can do pretty much anything. He's got a little bit of everything, fellow running back Tyrone Tracy Jr. said recently. I watched this film. Obviously, I've seen him play. I think we've all seen him play. That boy's got some power to him. I think he's one of his strengths is his strength. Really, his power, the way he runs the ball, he runs angry. So, if he runs fair. He'll give you a stiff arm. If you can take him down, hey, God bless you. He takes you down, but he runs angry, right? He runs fair, right? Here I am, baby. That's the one thing is like with him, because some guys like Barry Sanders, you could be literally 2 feet away from him and still not touch the guy. I could be a foot away from him and still not touch him. The moves he has and all that stuff and everything, and then just other guys are so fast you can't catch them. They're here and then they're gone, and they're like, whoa, they're fast. You can't touch him. He's not that, right? He doesn't have all these jukes and this and that, and he doesn't have 4.3 speed either. I've seen him get caught from behind. Guy try to tackle him, he breaks the tackle and keeps going. Right? I've seen somebody a foot away from him get both hands on him, and he knocks him with a forearm. Or they try to tackle him and he gets away. You know what I mean? So he runs angry, he runs hard, he runs physical. Some of the things that Coach Brian Dable loves. But again, I think that we're two different backs. But I think we complement each other very well. I think so too. I think, I don't know if you want to say thunder and lightning or whatever you want to say or something like that. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You got one that really loves the contact, right? And he'll break some tackles. And I'm saying Tyrone Tracy can't do that, but he's not quite, what Cam is. But they're both very good wide receiver, both very good receivers. So that's good too. And then also, I said with the our salary cap, I said according to Spot Track, right? So I'm going by as of right now. Okay, the Giants have $4.3 million. Right, which is 31st in cap space. They don't have a list here now. No, they don't. Right, so we don't got a lot of money. As I said, I don't even think 4.3 million as of right now. Ciao, buddy, can get us through the season. So it'll either wind up being, or let somebody go, like a Gano, Nacho, right, somebody like that. Maybe Motor Singletary, especially if he's going to be the third man. He gives you some really good veteran presence, veteran knowledge, and all that. So, but he could be another one. Might wind up letting go. Either that, or we might have to restructure somebody's contract once again, or maybe we extend somebody or something like that, right? Maybe you extend somebody. And, maybe this year, that way you can drop their cap hit this year down quite a bit. But I'd be surprised if we don't try to free up or gain somehow another $4 or $5 million. Because I always remember Gettleman trying to, not that he's, somebody that you want to put on on the pedestal as the Jesus Christ of GMs, right? But I always remember him saying that you like to try to, if you can, go into the season with at least $10 million in salary cap space, right? I mean, especially because like with the way the Giants are, right? I mean, with these injuries, I mean, I said you got the guys on the practice squad, right? You bring them up a couple of times, everything's okay. But I think it's the third time you bring them up. You have to start paying them game check, and it's going to cost you some more money. So I said, just the way the Giants have been getting injured the past few years. I mean, they got to have money. Now, I mean, Shane might try to ride it out as long as he can, right? See how long the $4 or $5 million that we have, see how long that lasts, right? And then if it winds up being, well, oh God, I need more money, then he might instead of restructuring somebody's contract now. I'm saying as long as he's keeping Nacho, as long as he's going to keep Cano, Singletary, right? If he's going to keep those guys, I'm sure he has in the back of his mind, okay, if we need the money, I can always go to Sexy Dexy. If we need the money, I can always restructure Andrew Thomas's contract. If we need the money, I can go, what I mean? So I'm sure he has it in the back of his mind, but it'll be interesting to see if he does anything that early on to try to give us a little bit of a buffer. But I'd be very surprised if $3 million lasts this season.